Hello, everyone. So, what are we going to talk about today? The difference between intuition and fear. This is the biggest thing to conquer in mediumship and also in real life. So, learning the difference between intuition and fear, your spirit guides, your angels, your loved ones will never tell you anything that makes you feel anxious or fearful or tell you anything scary. They tell you everything with love. So, how do you decipher what is a message from your angels, from your guides, and what is just your mind going crazy? So, if you are receiving a message from a loved one, or a message from your angels or your guides, it'll be said out of love. It'll help you in the right direction. It'll make you peaceful and calm. If you get something that's like, oh gosh, so and so is going to pass away tomorrow, or so and so has cancer, or like all of this crazy, yucky mess, and it makes you feel so anxious and horrible inside, that's your fear. Calm your butt down. Take a breather, take a hot bath, because that's like way too much. So here's the other thing. So I want to explain a little bit about clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, clairgustance, all of those clairs, also known as the five clairs. So with this, clairvoyance is all about seeing things clearly. So I used to think when I first started that clairvoyance was all about seeing things out here. Like if I were to see a ghost or see someone, it would be totally out here like I'm seeing you. But in reality, what's happening is that I'm seeing things like a thought picture or like an imagination in my mind. And that's how I see things. And I get feelings and gut instincts, and clairaudience is hearing things, and clairsentience is sensing things. But I want to say that it goes deeper than that. You know, you really have to use your intuition with all of this because, if spirit shows me, an apple per se, this is my easy go-to analogy. If spirit shows me an apple, are they talking about a trip to New York? Are they talking about they were a teacher? Or is it about nutrition? I have to really use my intuition and my gut instinct to know exactly what they're talking about and to let the information flow, and really be in tune with myself and be in tune with my vulnerability to know exactly what they're talking about. So spirit works in association. So when I'm giving a reading, they work in association of pictures, thoughts, family members, memories that I've experienced, things like that. It can come organically without association, but the easy way to explain how I do a reading and how it comes out is through that. So if I'm getting a reading and I see a picture of a dad, or I get a feeling of my dad, then I know that this person's father is coming through. Or if I get a picture or a feeling of my aunt or great aunt, I know that it's their aunt or great aunt. They'll use association like that. If I'm talking about a memory, they might spark a memory that I've had in childhood to talk about, that they've had the same memory. And it's really bizarre and really awesome how it works, because even within the memory, I have to really use my gut instinct to know exactly what to say and what not to say, because they won't have everything exactly the same. They'll have bits and pieces the same, and then I'll be intuitively guided of what to say and what not to say. And sometimes I test the limits a little bit with this, and I go a little bit deeper than what I feel comfortable with. But spirit never guides me in the wrong direction, and I get it right. So it's wonderful. But it's not all about getting it right. It's about connecting that loved one and connecting the spirit with the person that's sitting in front of me, and that's all that I really want to do. And I always strive to be the best medium that I can be and the best psychic that I can be so that I can help shed light on your life and guide you. And then also fulfill the need of the person in spirit, because they have needs also. You know, they still have souls and they are still evolving, still learning. And if I can connect the two of you all in your healing process and help you all through that, it's the best that I can do. And so with that association and really being in tune with how my mind and body and spirit works, it's really the best of both worlds, and then the two worlds connecting. So that is how I do it. It works in association, and then also living a curious life. So if I go out to a flea market or if I'm in a grocery store, I'm constantly learning, constantly taking inventory. So if I'm in a flea market and I see, an itty bitty turquoise ceramic clock with a gold poodle on it, like one of those antique little clocks, I'll take inventory of that. And so that I have it in my memory bank, so that if a grandmother comes through for one of my clients, that I'm able to have that picture in my mind. I'm able to have that memory so that she can jog it when I'm giving her, her relative a reading, so that I can bring that through. And, oh, your grandmother had a clock that was just like this, and I know that you have it. And she loves that you still look at it fondly. And it's really cool like that. So every single day I'm in constant learning of my mediumship and constant learning of my spirit connection, and always getting better, always striving to be the most ethical, best medium that I can be. Because really, I hold a lot of power and a lot with that. And so I take this job with great responsibility to do the best that I can, and always be the best medium that I can be. So that's kind of how it works. And thank you for listening.